For those of you looking to lose fat, improve insulin sensitivity, and enhance sleep quality, timing your carbohydrates intake can make a big difference. It's not always about cutting them out entirely, but using them strategically to your advantage. I know that for a lot of us, when we hear the words carbs, we immediately think we need to cut them out to lose weight. But what if I told you that carbs can actually work for you if you eat them at the right time? Right, so let's get into it. So, what's the science behind insulin sensitivity and carb timing? What happens when we eat carbs? When you consume carbohydrates, especially high GI carbs like white bread, sugary snacks, or starchy foods, your blood sugar spikes. This is a normal reaction. And your body releases insulin to shuttle that glucose into your cells. Over time, eating a lot of carbs throughout the day can cause your cells to become resistant to insulin, which makes it harder to lose weight and could even lead to metabolic issues like type 2 diabetes. Now, this insulin resistance can be a result of the historic state of your diet and exercise, but also can be heavily influenced by genetics and how your parents ate and what exercises or activities they maintained or didn't. Now, here's the interesting part. Studies have shown that shifting your carb intake to the evening can actually help resensitize your body to insulin. There's a study from the International Journal of Obesity that found eating carbs in the evening improved insulin sensitivity and fat loss compared to eating carbs throughout the day. So, why does focusing on carbs at night help? Insulin sensitivity is naturally lower in the evening, so by eating carbs later in the day, you're encouraging your body to utilize insulin more effectively at a time when it would otherwise be more resistant to glucose uptake. This can resensitize your body to insulin over time, which supports fat loss and reduces the risk of metabolic issues. So let's have a look at how evening carbs can boost fat loss. How does this help with fat loss? Well, when you remove starchy or high GI carbs during the day, your body has to rely on stored fat for energy, which increases fat oxidation. When you finally consume carbs at night, your glycogen stores, basically the energy your body stores from carbs, are more depleted. This means the carbs you eat are more likely to be used for energy recovery and less likely to be stored as fat. On top of that, avoiding carbs during the day can help regulate your hunger hormones. There's a study from 2015 that shows how carb timing can influence ghrelin, the hormone that makes you hungry. When you eat carbs at night, you might actually feel less hungry and snack less during the day, the following day. So, the sleep connection and how carbs help you sleep better. Eating carbs, especially in the evening, increases the availability of tryptophan in your brain. Carbs increase the availability of tryptophan, a precursor to serotonin and melatonin, both of which are critical for sleep quality. When you eat carbs at night, it can actually help you fall asleep faster and improve your overall sleep quality. There was a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition where participants who ate high carbs 4 hours before bed fell asleep faster and had better quality sleep than those who didn't. So if you're someone who struggles with sleep, timing your carbs at night, timing your carbs right can make a difference. Evening carbs can also lower cortisol, which tends to spike when you go low carb for extended periods of time. So when you're reducing calories, usually the main macro to be reduced is carbohydrates. If you're trying to go through some weight loss phase, fat loss phase, or cutting or like that, right? And reducing the cortisol, particularly in the evening, supports better sleep and faster recovery. High cortisol, especially in the evening, can mess with your sleep and recovery. By eating carbs later in the day, you're keeping cortisol in check and setting yourself up for a good night's rest. So what are some key takeaways and practical tips? Firstly, avoid carbs, especially starchy or sugary carbs, during the daytime. Obviously, apply context here. We're speaking in the context of someone who may have some insulin resistance or may have lots of body fat they want to get rid of, lose, or they're carrying loads of body fat around the belly, around the hips, which is a sign of insulin resistance. Focus on proteins, fats, and fibrous vegetables to stabilize your energy and enhance fat burning during the day. Eat carbs in the evening, ideally 2 to 3 hours before bed. So at your last meal, aim for complex carbs like sweet potatoes or potatoes, rice, pasta, or quinoa, as well as some fruits. And of course, monitor your results, monitor your progress, track how you feel, your energy, and your sleep quality over time to see the difference carb timing can make. Also, it's not going to be a silver bullet. There might need some time to be for your body to adjust to dietary changes. So allow a few weeks at least. But I'm sure you'll probably start to notice a difference pretty quickly. If you found this helpful, be sure to give it a try and let me know how it works for you. Don't forget to hit that like button and follow or subscribe for more tips on health and fitness and performance. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.